questioning why it was that I was here. I knew that I loved teaching, but I was burnt out and I was tired. And at the same time, I was physically in pain. My body hurt from standing, from walking. I had back pain, ankle pain, feet pain, you name it, I had it. And every time I would go to the doctor, they would just say, you know, you're getting older, just take ibuprofen, take Tylenol for the pain, and that's the best we can do. And at that time, I didn't want to spend the rest of my life on medication. So I started learning about essential oils, and I started looking into herbs that would help my body heal itself and replenish it. I started realizing that all these things were working. So then I started studying about quantum energy, and I started learning how to heal myself. And then I started working on my family members, and it seemed to be working. It seemed to be helping them. But I still didn't believe that I was a healer. During this time, I kept praying because I was raised Catholic. So I kept asking, dear Heavenly Father, please tell me, you know, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? Because I don't want to be in the classroom forever. I want to retire and I want to be of service. So what else can I do? And it was by coming to fairs like these that I would ask psychics for help because I wasn't hearing the answer. At that time, I knew I felt them, but I never knew exactly what they were saying to me, the angels. So, you know, as I went, they would keep pulling out, the healer card would keep coming out. And so, okay, so, you know, 3 different occasions I got the same card. I'm a healer, I'm a healer. I didn't believe it. I still kept practicing on myself and on my family, but I didn't want to go public. Finally, I got the opportunity to work on one of my colleagues, and she was in pain with her knee, so I started running my hand over her leg, and she felt better. And so that was the first time that I actually believed that I had that gift. And
Amazing.
so, yeah, and so then I'm like, okay, so I guess I do have this ability. And so then I came to the little Sedona one time, back in, I think it was July or August, I think it was in August. And that was the first time I'd ever been to a healing fair.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yes, and I'm like, I got to meet a lot of the people, and I thought, okay, I kept being called to get a booth. And I started to talk to some of the people that were in Thousand Oaks, you know, it's like,
Yes.
And then I met you and I met Jenny, and you guys were confirming that I should get a booth.
Yes.
So when you guys went to Santa Barbara, that was the first time that I publicly came out to start working with my gifts.
What a beautiful, you know, story to tell how the connection and how you was follow, you know, all the feeling that you've been having and moving forward. And people was telling you, you know, that you have your gift. And at the beginning, you didn't even believe.
No,
You know, and I'm glad that you find out and still, you know, get in touch with that beauty and that beautiful gift that you have. So let me ask you, how do you recognize the angelic when they talk to you? Because remember, they don't have this voice to talk.
that's right.
They don't have this body to express.
Mhm.
How can you recognize them?
So, like I said, I kept praying for answers, you know, for guidance, and of course, I kept wanting to hear that voice talk to me, and that's not the way angels work. So, even though I kept asking, I wouldn't hear the answer I wanted. So, I started learning how to meditate because every time I would go searching for answers, they said, you need to meditate, you need to be still, you need to concentrate, you need to be present. So I started learning how to be present at the moment. And I started getting messages, but not in the way that I wanted. I started to see colors. So then it's like I would see a color pink or the color blue. And then I learned that angels actually come in because their frequency, they actually appear to people in different ways, and to me they appear by color. So if I see the color purple or blue, then I know it's Archangel Michael. If I see the color pink, then I know it's Archangel Jophiel. So depending on the color that appears, that's the angel that is with me at that moment when I'm meditating. And I also get a tingle all over my body, so that's how I also know that they're here with us at the time that they're present. But I had to learn what the messages were that were coming through, and to realize that I wasn't going to hear a voice. Some people can hear them, some people can actually physically see them. I just see color, and I get tingles all over my body, and that's how I know they're with us. Angels are always with us. We just have to learn how to identify them. They are not not all of us have the ability to hear them.
Yes. And you know, when you mentioned about frequencies, our bodies, physical, you can see our bodies. But when you don't have this body anymore, we are frequencies. When, Edna, when you work with the sound healing, this is why people, you feel the reaction because they're getting more in touch with the frequency that is already inside of you. How did you find out about the frequencies?
Well, like I said, because I was still working in the classroom and still am, I was looking for a way to de-stress. And like I said, angels give you messages all the time. So sometimes you'll see a Facebook ad or you'll see something on TV or you'll get a message like 222. But for me, the angels love to talk to me on my phone or on Facebook, or they send commercials. And so there was this pop-up about learning about singing bowls and how they can help you with stress. So I said, oh, that's interesting. So I went and I took that class and I realized that the frequency of bowls is actually a healing frequency that helps the body de-stress and calm down and heal itself. So I learned that sound vibration is a different frequency that is healing to people. So I started using it. And then when I started doing quantum energy, I learned about how our voice, which is what I do. I do toning with my voice, and I produce a frequency that also helps help the people heal.
Yes.
Yes, singing.
Singing can heal because there are so many ways, not only one way, that you can reach out to really get the beauty and divine with you. And what Little Sedona Expo is bringing to people is also the opportunity to get something that will resonate with you. For some people will resonate the singing, for some other will resonate yoga, meditation. It brings a lot of that inner peace that you're looking for. And it can heal your body as well. Being in touch with the beauty, as I know you was mentioned earlier about your body, you was having so much pain, you were in so many meds, and you didn't want to do it, But it's true. That connection can heal you. It can help you. And many people know it. But sometimes they're waiting for something happen to them. But how about if you look even before something happened to you? Because life is about changing. Your health, love, anything in your life will change. So it's always good to have that connection. Edna, do you have any plans that you're looking for? Maybe doing a conference or a retreat, maybe in the future? What are your plans?
Well, I do. There's a few people that have asked me if I wanted to start teaching them how to use quantum energy and how to use their hands for healing. And so that's one of the things that I'm planning on doing, is offering a class for people who want to learn how to do that.
Beautiful.
And yes, I would like to offer a retreat so that we can get people together and we can do singing bowls and meditation.
Oh, okay. Well, offer somebody to have the sword that you already have. It also help you. Do you agree with that?
Oh yes, absolutely. I love helping people and I love providing people energy, because not only am I helping them, but every time I provide that service, I am actually getting re-energized. So it's a win-win for both of us.
Yes. What would you recommend to all those healers that have that ability and sometimes they don't want to open up, they're scared, or they have those concepts around the family saying like, this is not good for you, or this is something that is maybe in your mind, or maybe you're different. What you would tell everybody with that ability?
Well, I was one of those people, so I can speak truthfully. It is scary and it is difficult, but one of the things that I learned from one of my mentors is that if you're scared of doing something, that probably means that it's something you should do, because there's something better on the other side. And being scared is just another word for excitement. It's like, just do it.
Yes.
It's like, yes, it is scary, but if you have a gift, you're giving that gift for a purpose and a reason. And so I see it as my duty and my responsibility to come out and help as many people as I can. And not just, keep it to myself.
Yes. Yes. So please open up. We're here for you. And if you see the website www.jennyobryanproductions.com, we can give you that opportunity to be an exhibitor and open up to the world about your gift.
Any questions?
Do you have, we have here the audience this morning. Does anybody have any question? This is a great moment if you have a question. Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question. Can somehow you explain in Spanish some, because I brought her, but she doesn't speak English. So
Okay.
she's with me, but she's very interested in this.
Okay, she's gonna explain in Spanish. We have an audience that she would like a little bit of translation, which is fine. Edna, could you please explain to her a little bit what you were talking about in Spanish?
Sí, claro. Yo estaba mencionando acerca de los ángeles. Los ángeles son frecuencias, así es que no siempre los vemos a los ángeles, pero podemos sentirlos. O sea, puedes sentir que los tocan a uno calientito o cosquillitas. Yo personalmente, cuando estoy meditando, veo los diferentes colores. O sea, el color azul plomizo es el arcángel Miguel, o el arcángel Uriel, o el arcángel Gabriel. Cada diferente ángel tiene diferente color. Y cada diferente ángel tiene diferente frecuencia. Así es que depende de lo que necesite la persona, puedes llamar a ese arcángel para que le ayude a uno en esa situación. Porque somos humanos, tenemos el derecho de hacer nuestras propias decisiones, pero si necesitamos ayuda podemos llamarlos a ellos para que nos ayuden. Si no les llamamos no nos pueden ayudar. Así es que necesitamos ayudarlos. Y yo trabajo con Arcángel Rafael mucho y Arcángel Miguel, porque son los que me ayudan a dar energía para la persona, para que el cuerpo de la persona se pueda sanar.
Gracias. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, we have one more question? Yes.
I have a hard time meditating.
Mm-hmm.
What's the easiest way? Because I put meditations on my cell phone and I'm not able to do that.
So one of the ways that I learned to meditate was called the SIP by Suzanne Giesman. It's a 10-minute meditation. And that's all you really need in order to get into that space. If you were listening to Mary Elizabeth, you just need to breathe in and breathe out and concentrate for about 5 minutes just on your breathing. And then just sit there for another 5 minutes, trying to listen to your heartbeat and listen to your breath and just be in the moment. It doesn't take more than 10 minutes to get into that, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do a 20-minute meditation.
You're absolutely right, because sometimes when people do more than 10 minutes or 20 or 1 hour, what you're really doing is doing your agenda for
Yes.
next day or later on. So 10 minutes is really good. It helps a lot to get the focus and concentration. Well, Edna, before we end this interview, I would like to ask you how people can reach out to you.
You can find me at the Little Sedona fairs. I have been attending most of them. You can also go to my website. It's ednaenergetics.com. And, or I also have a YouTube channel, Edna Energetics, as well. So you are welcome to reach me either at jennyobryan.com. My information is there. Come to the fairs or look me up on the website.
Thank you, Edna. Thank you.